Alright guys, so today I'm up against a new challenge. The new mason jars that I got in the mail, they were cheaper, but they don't have like the normal lids and they're different sizes than the ones that I previously designed lids for. So I'm going to take measurements of this and I'm going to create something different. I'm going to create like a cap that I can just pop on, and it has the hole for the net pot and then a hole for the air pump as well. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. First, I'm gonna start with just measuring this lid and see what we have here. Looks like it, well, the bigger part of it is going to be, we'll do 69. Honestly, I need this to be tight, so I'm gonna do 69.2. We'll see what that does for us. So I normally just do something like this and go up here, 69.20 millimeters. All right, so that's gonna be pretty easy. And then I want this to go, I'm gonna have it stick up a little bit more than normal. So let's do 26. So on its side here, we'll have it come up. And this will be 26. And then with the net pot, go 49. Net pot. So it's going to be the hole on top of the lid. It's going to be 49. Okay. And then I need to measure how big the little air hole needs to be, which is probably going to be right on the side here. I think I have the measurement online. I think it's about 6.5 millimeters. So right here. So 6.5 millimeters. All right, so let's take this and see what we can do in Blender. All right, let's get started here. All right, first off, we need to create some cutters, something to cut this sucker out. So we're just gonna go ahead and add an object, and we can really start with a cylinder, and let's go with 150 of those. The radius, since we had 69 diameter, radius would be, let's do there we go. All right. And then we need to make this bad boy exactly, let's go here and look at what we have here. .26 millimeters high. So we'll just do, okay, that's gonna be minus okay, that'll work. All right, so now we have that there. What we need to do is be able to cut out the inner workings of it. So let's call that 38.6. So let's make another one. Let's hide this real quick. This one's going to be 38.6. Yes. And then let's grab the face of this and move that up there. And if we kind of take a view here, that looks about right. Okay. All right, so we have, let's pull this guy down just a hair. All right, so we're gonna take the middle one and the outside one and cut out the center, just like that. All right, cool. All right, now we need to make the spot for the net pot, and that's gonna be 49 millimeters. So in our world, we are going to be really working with the radius. So it's gonna be whatever half that is. So 24.5. 4.5. Let's hide this again so we can see what's going on here. And then again, let's just extrude that out. I'm just using this as a tool to cut, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so that should be the size of the net pot, and we'll just grab that and cut that out. All right, so now we have a pretty good lid here. I don't think it's gonna need to be this tall, and this is just me looking at this because I've made this grid the size of my 3D printer and I have a good idea of what that looks like. So I'm just gonna make a big cube. Put this guy down here. Let's take a look at what we have. Yeah, that looks a lot better to me. We'll see how it turns out. But we'll grab that, boom. All right, so now we've cut it down. Now all we have to do is make the little hole for the air hole. So let's go again, add a mesh, do a cylinder, and then this one's gonna be 3.25, and then grab a face and extrude it. Doesn't need to be that big, but it's okay. All right. This one just needs to be right off the edge of that wall. So first off, let's make sure that this is tall enough to cut. Oops. Yes, that is tall enough to cut. Doesn't even need to be that tall. Okay. I could get more scientific with this, but I have a pretty good idea of what needs to happen. I don't want it to be right on the wall because it's gonna cause some issues. So I'm just gonna do it about right here. And then if we do that and cut, all right, so this is looking pretty good. Now, one of the things I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna rotate this entire object on the x-axis, on rotate x 180. All right, because I wanna flip it upside down because it needs to print upside down. And then I know that I want to try to make 6 of them at a time. So I'm going to go here to an array and make, come on. Yeah, so I'm going to make 3 of them this way, and then I got to offset them just a little bit so they're not touching. So if I do 1.01, there we go. Those are spaced out there. And then let's create another array. And sorry, my video's in the way. This second array is going to be on the y-axis, and we'll do 1.01 as well. Okay. All right, so sweet. So now that we have this file here, we will take this, hit export, STL, selection only, export, and then let's go open this up. Give me 1 second. Cura is opening up, which is the program that takes the object file and turns it into a printable file. All right, so that looks pretty good there. Man, fits perfectly on my printer, so that was pretty close. I'm gonna hit slice, and this, when I slice this, it's gonna give us an idea how long it's gonna take. So 8 hours and 7 minutes to print all of these. That's a pretty good deal. If I hit preview, we're gonna just go in here and test and make sure everything looks good. All right, so this is the first layer, how it's gonna start off. And then all of the layers are gonna go up. Yeah, looks pretty good, up to 61 layers. All right, so let's print this out and see how it works out. the print turned out awesome. I'm very happy with this. In fact, I was able to just print them in arrays of 6, so I could print 6 at a time. It's going to fit perfectly on top of this mason jar that we designed here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our tubing. The tubing's gonna go right through the hole that we crafted here. Okay, and then we're gonna put our air stone right on the edge of that. And just put this right down here. And then if you can see, the net pot's gonna go right here, but we need to make room for that. So we'll just go ahead and grab the clippers, clip a piece there, clip a piece there, and then clip that piece off. And then that will fit perfectly right. Let's see. Perfectly right there. Awesome. So now it's really snug. And then you'll grab your air pump and just put your hose right there on the end of the air pump and plug it in. Now what I like about this design opposed to some of my other designs is that I don't have to unscrew the mason jar lids or do anything like that. This will simply pop off right here, so if you need to check on your plants, you can just pop it off just like that. Cool, well I'm really happy with how this turned out. I will throw the Blender files on Thingiverse where you can download and print them yourself. And then if you want to try these out and you have these mason jars, just shoot me a PM and I'll be happy to mail you, as many of these as you want, because I've printed so many of them. I'll take care of the shipping, whatever, not worried about that, but I'd love for you guys to try it out. Or even if you want to just measure the top of your lids, send me the measurements in millimeters and I can just design these and print them off and send them to you as well. Yeah, can't wait to see your feedback. Have a nice day.